EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. Here it is once again, Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. The best golfers from around the world have gathered to compete for the Wanamaker Trophy at the PGA Championship, and it sets up to be another great major. Rich Lerter alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. And Frank, tell us a little bit about Whistling Straits.
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich, and the golf course borders Lake Michigan, so you have these wonderful vistas should you choose to look at that. But the course itself is almost like a links course, the way the holes roll around in amongst these sand dunes or bunkers. I've lost count of the number of bunkers. There are, I think, close to about 1,000 bunkers out there. But the holes themselves are a genuine test, and it will reward a lengthy play. We've seen that in the past champions there, but it's just a great test from the first hole to the 18th.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, what's the best way to attack this first hole?
You'd like to hit your second shot just a little right of the flag. Everything slopes towards the left.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
You'd like that one again.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
That is just a beautiful shot. Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. This would give him an eagle. So 2 under early on. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Back over now to the 4th. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of the tournament, Rich.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Moves into second place with that birdie. Frank, you don't see holes like the 5th here at Whistling Straits all that often, do you?
Not just the shape of the hole, the length. Pete Dyer's managed to put both the length and the design of the hole together to make it brutally tough, but at the same time strategically brilliant.
He just pounded that one. 315 plus yards. A huge drive.
Second shot.
This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. A former college #1 makes another birdie. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Always a little trickier. Club selection is key, playing downhill in this shot. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
That's another green hit in regulation, and that has been the story all day, just wearing out the center of that club face. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. These putts keep the round together. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Finishing up this front nine, Frank, with a better than 440-yard par 4.
Bunkers left and bunkers right. The goal here is to hit it down the left side of the fairway. Otherwise, you might be blocked out by some of those trees that are just short of the green.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And getting ready for the putt. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers here there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off, a good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, it's really hard to believe that we are in Wisconsin because it looks like an old seaside links course from Scotland or Ireland.
Well, Pete Dye spent a lot of time in Scotland in the early 1960s, and that's really where he learned his architecture from. So a lot of those features he's incorporated in Whistling Straits.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Frank, this is a huge par 5. How reachable is it?
Well, probably chances of getting home there, you're going to need something around the 340-yard mark off the tee. If you've done that, well, one thing to be aware of is that huge bunker, that huge deep bunker short left of this green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a three-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. With these downhill shots, really the key is always balance, and maybe you want to take a little bit of a wider setup, and then club selection obviously is important. You maybe take a little less club and just try not to overswing. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Boy, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. In the hole, and a birdie. Frank, as you know, the finishing holes at a major championship can make even the world's #1 player buckle under the pressure. How do you avoid that?
Well, with a good drive to start here, there's a series of bunkers that start about 300 yards down the right side. You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway to get a little bit more run and make this hole reachable.
Holy drive. Just tattooed that. And his second shot. Here's the par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. '17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just a hair to the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his middle.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Didn't think this was possible, but 15 under par already. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this approach to 18, it will test you in every way.
Yeah, even off a good tee shot, it's a difficult second, and this is one that you really have to think, perhaps maybe hitting that second shot a little right of center.
Good swing, good shot yet again. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Getting set now over the putt.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round one.
Good place to be.